Hello, how are you?
This is Sidhu, an Indian criminal that runs a human smuggling business, sneaking people across the US-Canadian border for 6,000 Canadian dollars.
In an explosive undercover investigation, a popular YouTuber and investigative journalist Tyler Oliveira has documented what appears to be an active human smuggling operation right on social media.
This is Sidhu, an Indian criminal that runs a human smuggling business, sneaking people across the US-Canadian border for 6,000 Canadian dollars. He advertises his services on Instagram Reels at Sidhu New York, funneling them to his WhatsApp number in his bio, where he'll then arrange the smuggling logistics.
And he took it one step further by hiring the smuggler himself to illegally cross from Canada into the United States.
All right, I'm headed to a one-star hotel to get trafficked by Sidhu into the USA. Obviously, I'm not going to actually enter the USA. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I don't get killed. Are you with Sidhu?
Yes.
Okay. No.
No, all English.
Yes.
You from?
Portugal.
Portugal.
You?
India.
Punjab?
Yeah.
How long you been in Canada?
3 years.
3 years.
Permanent residence. You go to USA legal.
Keep me safe. I want to get this over with. What was your name?
Just weird.
I trust you. Let's go.
Oliveira narrates how he connected with a man named Sidhu through open adverts on Instagram, ads that promise to move people across the US-Canada border for cash.
He began speaking Hindi into a translator to explain to me in English exactly how the border crossing is gonna work. First, I had to get picked up by Sidhu's driver, get driven to their safe house near the border, wait until nighttime, and then get driven into America.
In the footage, Oliveira meets with Sidhu in the Montreal area. The smuggler casually explains the process, a fee starting around $3,000 to $6,000 Canadian, roughly $2,200 to $4,400 US dollars, depending on the exact arrangement, to hide passengers in a vehicle, drive through rural back roads, and evade official checkpoints during a nighttime run.
What are the chances things go wrong at border?
20% probably.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this is wait income.
Okay. Things are getting shicey. 3 Sikh homies in turbans came out in the middle of Montreal, about 30 minutes away from the border. Praying to God I don't get fucking stabbed.
The video shows Oliveira being instructed to stay low in the back of a car as they approach the border zone. Sidhu describes how they avoid major highways, use spotters, and rely on the relative under-patrolling of certain northern stretches compared to the southern US-Mexico line.
What's happening? We're going to the apartment. Okay. Do I just wait here?
Yeah.
How long do I wait?
Night.
Relax here?
Yeah.
How many people are here?
Yeah, this two clinic.
I'm safe here?
Yeah.
And I'm good to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
At one point, Oliveira is left waiting in what he describes as a nondescript apartment while final arrangements are made. Reactions have been swift and furious.
What the
Many viewers are calling the operation open clownery, pointing out that these smuggling services are advertised publicly online, often targeting migrants from India, particularly Sikh communities, yet seem to operate with little immediate disruption from law enforcement on either side of the border. Americans referenced earlier exposures of similar ads going back months, questioning why Canadian intelligence or US Border Patrol hasn't dismantled these networks despite their visibility. Critics on both sides of the political spectrum are using the footage to argue that northern border security remains dangerously porous, a quiet counterpart to the more publicized southern crossings. Some commenters praised Oliveira's bold journalism, saying stings like this are what finally force attention and action.
All right, I'm headed to a one-star hotel to get trafficked by Sidhu into the USA. Obviously, I'm not going to actually enter the USA. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I don't get killed.
For now, no official statement has come from the Canada Border Services Agency or U.S. Customs and Border Protection regarding this specific case. But the video is reigniting calls for stronger monitoring of social media-based smuggling rings and increased resources along the world's longest undefended border.
He began speaking Hindi into a translator to explain to me in English exactly how the border crossing is gonna work. First, I had to get picked up by Sidhu's driver, get driven to their safe house near the border, wait until nighttime, and then get driven into America.
Tyler Oliveira, known for his on-the-ground undercover work, exposing everything from welfare fraud to street-level issues, has once again thrust a hidden corner of the immigration crisis into the spotlight.
This is Sidhu, an Indian criminal that runs a human smuggling business, sneaking people across the US-Canadian border for 6,000 Canadian dollars. He advertises his services on Instagram Reels at Sidhu New York, funneling them to his WhatsApp number in his bio, where he'll then arrange the smuggling logistics.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.